It's Monday, July 7th. This is Sherry with Heat Stroke in the Garden. And yes, you could easily have one. It's hot and humid, but there is a nice breeze blowing, so that's okay. And I'm on the screened-in back porch, and I have the ceiling fans on, and I have Hecate over here enjoying the warmth in her little hammock. And I have Artemis pacing around me. She doesn't want out there, but she doesn't want in here. I think she wants back in the air conditioner. The dog's not stupid, what can I say? Let's see. Last video, I gave you a tour of our new property and gave you an idea of the things we want to do with it. Well, we managed to finish one of the small projects this weekend. We've been joined by Jelly Bean. He decided to come outside and see what was going on. Now, I had shown you on the tour the area around it's our mailbox, which is right next to the mailbox that belongs to the people across the street. Well, our mailbox, the post was rotting. It was kind of rotting away. The mailbox itself was rusted out, so we decided this weekend we'd go ahead and just replace it. And since we were replacing the post and the mailbox, then we went ahead and did the flower bed around it as well. So now, obviously the first thing we did was remove the post and the old post and mailbox. That wasn't even cemented in. My husband just pulled it out, carried it off. It was easy enough. We had already bought a new post and new mailbox. Well, let's see, Saturday we painted it, the new post. We went ahead and painted it white. With weatherproof paint, exterior paint, to make it last longer. We put the numbers on the new mailbox. We attached it to the post, got it all ready. But of course, Saturday it was raining. Sunday, we decided, okay, it's not raining, everything's good, we're gonna do this. So we got up Sunday, we went ahead. As I said, my husband pulled out the old one and it just slid right out. He pulled out the old one. He went ahead and he had measured what size, like, little bed to go around the mailbox he wanted to do. So he measured it out, he cleared all the grass away, and then we started laying the bricks, the stones. We got the angled stones so that we could do a round, just a little round barrier, not even really a bed, it's just a little barrier to put in some soil, and to help hold the post for the mailbox a little better. But we laid out the bricks. We did a double layer just to make it look nicer. Once we got those all measured and laid out and arranged, then it only took one bag of soil. We put in one bag of soil, and we really didn't even use all of that. It didn't require it. And then I had already had 5 miniature rose bushes that were in pots that we brought with us when we moved.
I got the easy part. I'm gonna film it.
And planted those in there. And
I didn't do any of this. This is wonderful.
Look perfect. Perfect, just what we wanted. Then we mulched it in really good, and then of course watered everything in. Now I will be putting a little fairy garden in there. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like yet, but I will be, just to make it a little more fun, and because it's me and that's what I do. But of course I'll post that once I've got it done. But I need to make some things for it because I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I don't have all the things for it because some of the things are going to be homemade. Matter of fact, maybe lots of them, I'm not sure yet. We'll see what I decide. But anyway, that was our project for this weekend. Of course, we picked more blueberries. Always blueberries, and the bushes are still loaded. Now, I have two little, the plastic berry containers you get in the grocery store. We had bought some raspberries to make jelly with, and I just washed out those plastic containers and kept them to keep in the refrigerator for our blueberries. And we've got two of those full of blueberries just for eating fresh. And then I have another quart of them in there right now simmering. I'm making blueberry syrup. I'm telling you, you guys, I have so many blueberries. And I'm also going to be making another blueberry cheesecake today, but I have to go pick some more blueberries for that, which there are plenty, so that's okay. Our jalapeno plants are really ramping up, and the habaneros. So I think what I'm gonna do is make some jalapeno jam. And I think what I'll do is put 1 or 2 habaneros in with it too, because we do like hot and spicy food. But we do like jalapeno jam on burgers. So I think I'm gonna make a small batch of that. Our tomato plants, we went out there today and we weeded quite a bit. Or not today, what am I talking about? Yesterday, after we finished the mailbox, because the mailbox really didn't take us as long as we thought it would. We did get quite a bit of weeding done in the garden. The tomatoes are pretty much done. They are pretty much done, I think. But all of the tomatoes we planted were like early determinate varieties. So the determinate varieties are like one and done. One harvest, we're done. Whereas the indeterminates will keep producing throughout the season. But since we planted late and we were limited by just whatever we could find at the stores, all of the plants we planted for tomatoes were early determinate varieties. And then we also had some cherry tomatoes, which are still producing. I have so many cherry tomatoes in there right now. But the bigger tomatoes are pretty much done. So we were talking about it, and I think what we're going to do is, once the last of the green tomatoes have ripened, we're probably going to pull those. And we're going to think about what we want to plant for the fall. But I think what my husband wants to do is get some like railroad ties and do a better border around the garden, as opposed to just the cheap little fence we put up. That was never meant to be permanent. That was a temporary thing only. Is just a quick thing to put up because we'd just moved in. But I think what he wants to do is railroad ties, and then that way we can start building up the soil, adding more compost and things like that. But other than that, that's what we did this weekend. Like I said, I'm about to go out there and pick more blueberries. Oh my gosh, so many blueberries. I mean, that's okay. I know that's a good problem to have, but eventually you run out of ideas of what to do with them. Now, I do have 1 gallon bag full of blueberries in the freezer that I had frozen, and those are for us for later. And then I have more of a plastic grocery bag full of the blueberries that were maybe a little past their prime that I froze up for the chickens. Frozen blueberries are good for them when it's hot outside to keep them from overheating, because chickens can die of heat stroke just like we can. And they are very susceptible to it. I mean, think about it. They're wearing a down coat everywhere they go. But I do have those, and they've been enjoying them. Now, we did go and buy just a small plastic pool, just a kiddie pool for them. I haven't put it out there yet, but I've got that. We've got some 2-liter bottles that we're going to empty out. I mean, we're drinking it. And then we'll fill it with water and freeze them, and that way I can float those in their pool to keep the water cool. And we're going to put that out there within the next week or so that they can keep cool that way too. And of course, what we'll do is we'll get a couple of bricks or rocks or something and put in the pool for them to stand on. But we'll do that to help them beat the heat as well. But that's what we did this weekend. That's my update. And we'll see what we do next weekend. Now, it's not raining as much, so we're able to do more. I know I have a ton of potted plants that I need to actually repot, and I have a bunch of seeds that I need to start, but all in its own time, okay? In any case, that's our update. I hope everyone has a fabulous week, and I'll see you next time.